way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Here we go. Big. Set. 230.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And we'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this game...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second down, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 30, past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Gun!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Leopard!
First down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
No, check. Patriot. Detroit.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are back within a score. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw from Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. With it is Brown. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Boswell's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Detroit!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Detroit!
Mayfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Mayfield. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Fourth down, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll go again with Bell. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And his Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Bell. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bud Dupree. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Mayfield off the play fake. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Hurry up, let's go!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Connor. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. First by him near the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers have extended their lead. If they hold on to victory there, would be their 3rd of the year. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Let's go.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.